Why, hello, everyone. We got another week of earnings. That's what I'm talking about. We're always excited. We love to talk about earnings. This is going to be the earnings reports to watch for the week of February 15th. Hope you're excited. We got a couple really good ones in here that I'll be taking a look at. I'm sure you will as well. So, as always, leave in the comments if there's a specific stock you want me to look at, and I can try to go ahead and take a look at it, or even if you email me down in the description, I can go ahead and give you a response there as well. So let's go ahead and start it out. Nothing before open, too noteworthy. So we're starting Monday after close with Danos. I have two focus stocks this week, just so you know. I'm sure you can find out what they are, but you know what? There's two of them. Neptune, Service Corporation International, Safe Bulkers, Next Tier, MedPace, Liberty Global, and Ottertail Corporation. None of those are anything that I have necessarily any insight on, so that's why I didn't mention anything crazy there. I don't necessarily know what to expect out of those, but if you're interested in those stocks, obviously, worth taking a look at. Tuesday, we have Palantir, CVS Health, which I do think CVS should be doing pretty decent numbers. We look at the numbers Walgreens, Boots Alliance obviously put together. CVS should be having a pretty beneficial time as well. I think they're obviously they did well in terms of a pharmaceutical standpoint from their pharmacy. So we'll see what CVS has to offer as well. Whether we see boost in consumer product sales as well, we'll see. Advanced auto parts, I wouldn't say there's anything crazy in terms of these auto part companies this year. It's kind of a business that's been unaffected for the most part, so nothing crazy there. AutoNation, Yandex, Yanny. I heard Laurel personally, but LP, and if you didn't hear Laurel, you were lying, but Zoetis, TransUnion, Ecolab. I don't know necessarily if Ecolab is necessarily impacted by everything going on, but it is worth noting. This is obviously a company that does inspections for companies to make sure everything's on the up and up, and obviously safe food handling practices, and just in general sanitary environment. So one thing that they are doing right now, which they didn't used to do, is inspections based off of mask wearing, and if they see associates in a store not wearing masks, you could fail that. So I don't know now that they added that into the inspection group if they're necessarily under a new contract that pays more. I don't know, but we'll take a look. Obviously, it's worth looking at because obviously that is a new wrinkle in the business. And then Expeditors. Tuesday after close, Solar Edge, Ring Central, Oxy. We have Agilent Technologies, Exact Sciences, Boyd Gaming. That's cool, right? Lattice, Devon, and Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy, obviously, I think there are positives here. I would say this quarter, obviously the biggest quarter for them is people are buying a lot of chairs, mattresses. Come on now, this is Q4 for them. This is big stuff, so it should be pretty decent numbers just based off of the time period in which this quarter fell. So is it going to be better than previous years? It's kind of hard to tell because we saw December sales really only took off in terms of e-commerce, so it kind of depends on what their e-commerce standpoint looks like, if they were able to boost sales in that manner. So we'll see. Wednesday before open, we have, that's right, boom, focus stock in Shopify. And obviously there's good reasons why Shopify is my bonus stock, our focus stock, because this is a company that is, they can think everything about what's going on right now. 2020 was the best year of their lives. 2020 absolutely helped them explode beyond belief. So, obviously, this company is completely focused on e-commerce. So, because of that, everything going on this year, we saw a pretty dramatic decrease in traffic in traditional retail stores, but all of that traffic shifted to the .com side. Online benefited massively. It led to the highest holiday sales of all time last year, and it was made up of 60% e-commerce. So that's crazy, crazy stuff. I don't think it was 60. What was it? I don't remember. E-commerce made up a majority of the sales. It might have been 60. It was crazy. It was crazy numbers. I forgot what that number was. But e-commerce was massive. And again, Shopify is a company that contracts with different companies and provides a service for them. And those using that service, obviously, there's some big names doing it. So we'll expect some good earnings here. Expected an EPS line of $1.24 compared to 43 cents a year ago. Would be incredible if they could post that line, because it becomes a lot more manageable for the stock when they could start having profitability in that aspect. That would be pretty impressive. Now, what's really crazy here is the revenue estimate. I mean, this is what I'm talking about blowing up, because more and more companies are turning to e-commerce. Average estimate of $910 million. That's an 80% increase year over year. We're talking about nearly doubling. Are you kidding me? That is incredible. And again, this is going to be easily the biggest quarter in the history of the company. There's no shocker there, because Q4 is just the biggest quarter as far as any retail, even if it's e-commerce, is concerned. So that's incredible. 80% increase year over year. The fact that that's possible in a year it's really only because of everything going on. So that's because they can blame. That's one positive for COVID for them, right? They're happy for it because of that. It'd be crazy. And I still honestly could see a beat in that aspect with how many companies are probably turning to this in order to stay relevant in an ever-changing, marketplace. Crazy. After them, we have Wix.com. Based off some of the stuff like what Etsy put up, this should be a really good quarter for Wix, is my opinion. EPS line, not sure about, but revenue line should be pretty good. Wingstop, you've seen fast food hasn't been benefiting all too well right now. We've seen total transactions just down, unfortunately, for them. Ticket price has been up. It's crazy to see that, because you see it in every aspect of retail, and even fast food, where transactions are down but ticket price is up. So I don't necessarily get that. I don't get it. I guess people who want to eat there don't want to cook at all, so they'll eat more. Who knows? Or we're all just getting fat. Maybe that's true too, because that's a possibility. We're all going to need to work out once we can go outside again. Analog Devices, it should be now, by the way, but Analog Devices, chip company, very consistent, just consistent company. I mean, there's nothing super noteworthy to say about this company. They do a really good job at what they do. Expect decent earnings on them. Nothing crazy. Garmin, should be a really big quarter for Garmin, I believe, as we see really an increase in sales in smartwatches continues. People are continuing to buy fitness things. Garmin, obviously, up there in terms of not only that, but obviously they offer GPSs, and you wouldn't think people buy GPSs anymore, but they do. So this company offers plenty things, plenty consumer products that people are interested in. Hilton worldwide, not expected too much out of Hilton, just because the environment's still not good for them. We have Tower, Endava, and Sonic Automotive. Ooh, yeah, that was a good neck crack. I'll just tell you that right now. After close, we have Fastly, Tilray, and obviously I would piggyback off of some of the companies of these Mary Jane manufacturers and distributors from last week when you look at the numbers. So take a look at those, and obviously you'll get an idea of what Tilray is going to do. Twilio, we have Baidu, the Google of China, as they like to say. China. So really good numbers probably coming out of this company. As we mentioned with Google's numbers, they were really good. We saw a lot of Ad revenue had recovered. We saw just overall time spent recovered. So expect some good numbers out of them. SunPower, Marathon Oil Corporation. I feel a sneeze coming on, but it's not gonna go, and it's gonna hurt, and it's hurting really bad right now. Okay, we're good now. Stamps.com. Honestly, one that I don't think people think about too much, but Stamps.com helps people ship out products on their own volition, and it's a pretty easy process. I think Stamps.com actually is benefiting quite a bit right now from those who have to start e-commerce that maybe don't know how to do it. They might be using Stamps.com to ship these products out, so even if they have a store on Etsy, whatever it might be, so keep an eye on that. Energy Transfer, Sleep Number, mattresses, obviously, I think doing well this year. Overall, people are investing in themselves right now with stimulus checks, so we'll see. Sleep Number should be doing pretty decent. People are always going to buy a good mattress. You got to buy a good mattress because you're going to be sleeping on it for years and years. We have Samuel Adams. Decent numbers out of Samuel Adams, probably because people are drinking quite a bit. Thursday, before open, we have my other focus stock in Walmart. And of course, you know why it's focus stock, because what's on tail is the e-commerce line, which likely increases 100%. They're going to double their e-commerce line year over year, most likely. It's going to be incredible, okay? I'll just tell you that right now. But they're expecting an EPS line of $1.50, which beats $1.38 of a year prior. I see that being 100% accurate there. I could see them beat personally, but I don't necessarily have a pick if they're going to beat. I don't think they're going to miss, but this revenue estimate's pretty impressive. $148 billion, increase of 4.5% year over year. That's a pretty big increase, and I do think they'll hit $150 billion personally, because I do think the demand was a lot higher than some people might have thought. I think they're going to be posting a $150 billion number. That's my estimate there. 149 to 150 billion most likely. Because I think the benefit of e-commerce is a little bit even better than some might have expected. So keep an eye out for Walmart in this aspect. They're really benefiting right now from what's going on, and obviously demand was quite high in December. Should be good numbers. Fiverr. We have Barrick and Waste Management. People taking out the trash more than ever. I don't know. Newmont, Blue Apron, and we look from Uber Eats. Blue Apron should be doing incredible numbers right now because Uber Eats saw a over 100% increase in terms of their revenue line. Blue Apron probably going to see a really big benefit as well. We have boring old Hormel Foods. Make some interesting products. Some are good. Some are like eating cardboard. Marriott, again, hotel chains, not going to do too well right now because we still don't have that much travel going on. Atlas Air and First Energy. After close, we do have Roku, which is very much worth mentioning because Roku probably is going to benefit quite a bit, not only with new TVs purchased that are Roku built in, but also people buying Roku sticks, Roku boxes as well to make their TVs smart TVs. Most TVs are base smart, but some people still do this for those that have TVs that aren't. So Roku probably going to do really well. Again, ads are going to be a big part of it too in terms of what they're doing. So platform revenue is what you really want to look at for this company, I think. Applied Materials, another chip company, should be doing some really good numbers. We have the Trade Desk. Dropbox, a service that's probably getting used more than usual with the increased amount of internet time used by people. Big Commerce, not sure. Opco, QDEL, APN, eHealth, and Arista. Nothing too crazy there for me. Friday we have John Deere. She thinks my tractor's sexy. I don't know if you knew that, but she does. MoneyGram, Magna. We have DTE Energy, Belcham, Ameren. Talk about energy; they're all over the place. Gentherm, Barnes, Advance 6, and Spirit. We'll take a look, okay? We're going to take a look at these earnings. It's going to be a great week. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see anything special. Bye-bye.